One small seed changed human history.
Before there were cities, kings, armies, or written history, humans made a decision that changed the world forever. They began to grow their own food. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans survived mainly by hunting animals, gathering plants, fishing, and moving from place to place in search of food. Then, around 12,000 years ago, something extraordinary began to happen. In several parts of the world, humans started deliberately growing plants and domesticating animals. This transformation became known as the agricultural revolution. At first, farming was not necessarily easier. Early farmers had to work the land, protect crops, store food, and survive droughts, floods, pests, and disease. But farming offered something hunter-gatherers could rarely guarantee: a food supply that could be produced and stored. As people learned to cultivate crops such as wheat, barley, rice, and maize, and domesticate animals such as sheep, goats, cattle, and pigs, they began staying in one place.
Small temporary camps slowly became permanent villages, and this changed human life completely. With permanent settlements came population growth. More reliable food meant that more people could survive in the same region. Families became larger, villages became bigger, and communities became increasingly organized. But the greatest change came from something called food surplus. When farmers produced more food than they immediately needed, not everyone had to spend every hour producing food. Some people could become potters. Others could become builders, tool makers, traders, religious specialists, or administrators. For the first time, large numbers of people could specialize in different occupations while depending on farmers for their food. This helped create something humanity had never seen before: complex societies. In places such as Mesopotamia, farmers learned to control water through irrigation. Canals carried river water into fields, allowing agriculture to expand across otherwise dry landscapes. But controlling water required cooperation. Thousands of people had to dig canals, maintain them, distribute water, and organize harvests. That required administration, and administration created power. Villages grew into towns, towns grew into cities, and cities became the centers of the world's first civilizations. One of the most important examples was ancient Mesopotamia. Cities such as Uruk grew around productive agricultural land. Grain was collected, stored, measured, exchanged, and distributed. And when societies became too complex to remember everything verbally, people developed new systems of record-keeping. This helped lead to writing. Some of the world's earliest writing was used to record things such as grain, livestock, workers, and trade. So agriculture did much more than change what humans ate. It helped create the economic foundation for cities, governments, trade, taxation, and organized states. But agriculture also had a darker side. Permanent settlements created crowded conditions where diseases could spread more easily. Farmers could suffer from exhausting physical labor. Competition for fertile land and water could create conflict. And food surpluses could produce social inequality because people who controlled land, resources, and stored food could gain enormous power. In other words, agriculture created both opportunity and inequality. And the transformation did not happen in only one place. Different societies independently developed agriculture in different parts of the world. Wheat and barley became important in Southwest Asia. Rice became central to East Asian agriculture. Maize transformed societies in Mesoamerica. Agriculture spread, adapted, and evolved according to local environments. Eventually, farming supported enormous civilizations. It helped feed armies, workers, merchants, builders, scholars, and rulers. Thousands of years later, agriculture still supports the cities and economies of the modern world. Look around you. The roads, cities, governments, markets, and technologies of modern civilization seem very different from an ancient farming village. But beneath all of them, is the same basic foundation: food. Agriculture changed where humans lived. It changed how many people could live together. It changed the jobs people performed. It helped create cities, governments, writing, trade, and civilization itself. Humanity did not simply learn how to grow food. We learned how to create a surplus. And that surplus gave us the power to build a completely new world. The story of civilization, in many ways, begins in a field. Agriculture didn't just change human history. It changed what it meant to be human.
Before there were cities, kings, armies, or written history, humans made one decision that changed everything.